You know, I think a lot of things are overlooked these days that could be particularly good. Like the chocolate chip cookie you thought about eating at that one place at that one time, but then you thought, no, not really. Well, maybe you should have eaten it. And that's the thing, we don't really give second thoughts to things that might be good. But here is a game that just recently came out that caught my eye, and from what I see, not really a lot of other people's. I think it's a shame because this game actually looks pretty decent. So, the game I'm talking about right here is a game called Post Trauma. I hate when it does that when I press my record button and then goes down either way, but it's a game called Post Trauma, made by Raw Fury, and it came out around the same day as the new Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Great game, by the way, but unfortunately some people, because of that shadow drop, a video game developer, kind of got the short end of the stick because of that. And I have checked the game out, and it actually looks really solid. Like, if it is a PS2 inspired horror game, and if you really like games like Silent Hill, then you might actually want to check this one out. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, which is a shame because Oblivion kind of, shadow dropped and blew up the internet by storm. So I think this one is worth a check. And even the devs had something to say about it too. Indie publisher boss feels the pain for our team after the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remastered. Shadow dropped, sucks the air out of the room. That probably sucked, going into the office and they're all like, let's release our new game, everybody, and then Oblivion gets dropped and they're all like, well, GG's everybody. Trauma, exactly. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered Shadow Drop released on April 22nd took the internet by storm, but any developers who planned to launch their game on the same day were left reeling. Jonas Anderson, co-founder of indie publisher Raw Fury, took to social media to explain how massive shadow drops from huge games like Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered can cause everything else coming out of the same time to get buried, which I guess is sort of true. It's a competition sometimes. It's just the way the game industry is. I loved when younger and still absolutely love Oblivion, and I'm personally excited to see it get a breath of new life and being introduced to a whole new generation of players began. But from the perspective of indies and indies publishers, this is the problem with these sort of massive shadow drops. Everything more or less gets buried. We don't have the cash nor muscle to throw around, so everything is carefully planned, including when they're released based on other releases, etc., to try to maximize the chances of getting attention. Anderson then pointed to Red Soul's game, Post Trauma. It's a puzzle horror game inspired by PS2 era classics where you navigate environments, tackle threats, and meet other lost characters in the depth of the gloom, which, yeah, it just kind of sounds like Silent Hill, but that's not a bad thing. Love the game that dropped, but feel the pain for our team, and especially the developer we worked with for years, who has poured his heart and soul into this game, Anderson said. Raw Fury had treated sarcastically on April 20th, thank God Post Trauma was only a notable release of today, and nothing else happened. We'll play the trailer right here if you are interested in the game. It looks solid for what it is, if you really like Silent Hill, but it's an indie dev game, so like you might like it.
Deadpool
And of course,
and Wolverine.
you know what? Never mind. I'll just go to the Steam page. Thank you, IGN. Thank you for the 15-second ad. From Bichetta and Parrot Company, have been a big success. Game enjoyed, pressing start. Of course, it would do good. Couldn't have known. Well, nobody could have known it was a shadow drop. They pulled a Scott Coffin and said, GG's everybody. They are going to re-release the game from what I see right here on the news, somewhere around here. Indie publisher is spiritually re-releasing its PS2 style horror game after it came out after the same day as Oblivion. Let me just read the full context. It's re-relaunching the game in around 2 months' time with the tongue-in-cheek post-trauma re-release, except we're not unreleasing it first, and it's pretty much the same edition. I mean, so they're basically going to re-release it. It's still the same game, but they're just, poking fun of Oblivion for, almost throwing the game down, which I feel like there could have been better advertisement. I've never heard of this game. I only just randomly came into this news blog, but like I said, they're an indie publisher, so, they probably don't even have the funds for that either. But yeah, it will be re-released on June 23rd. Good things come to those who wait, so we'll be patient. The publisher tweeted alongside, please no shadow drop this time. But yeah, basically it will come out again on June 23rd. I'll go to the Steam page if you're interested. Mostly positive, but not really by a lot of people. It could be more. There's actually somebody playing it at the moment. But we'll play the trailer, put on some audio right here.
I think I can try.
I think it skipped most of the trailer.
It's time.
Are you her? Where is this? Where am I?
You're in the right place, but you won't like what you'll find.
Can I leave?
We're not stuck or lost. No. We are right where we are supposed to be.
I'm hearing banging outside. Non-related to the video, but I'm going to pause real quick just to check it out. I'm back. Can't record a video for 5 minutes without something happening or hitting my gate, but it's whatever. They're trying to steal all the post-trauma, well, they can't have any, damn it. It's my post-trauma. But yeah, I almost forgot what I was doing for a second, but yeah, post-trauma. It is a PS2 horror-ish looking game. Let's go back to the trailer. Sorry that I rudely interrupted it. Some people like to make noise outside. Friendly banter, I'm sure. But yeah, let's continue with the trailer.
Is this hell?
Hell would have meaning. No, this is just us and our queen.
You think you can escape what you've done?
I think I can try.
So yeah, it does look pretty Silent Hill-ish, go to a alternative dimension and then, you need to rescue somebody or something. There's another trailer right here.
It's time.
You're in the right place.
It's basically the same trailer, just a little bit shorter. But yeah, if you are into Silent Hill type-ish games, then I think this is a pretty good looking game. It has a pretty good positive reviews too. I think you'll like it well, this guy didn't like it. I'm reading mixed stuff. But yeah, this is basically a Silent Hill 2-ish kind of game. From what I'm seeing, it's an indie studio. Don't expect
Hello?
too much, but
Where is this?
but yeah, that is the Post Trauma. Go check it out if you are interested. If you're not an Oblivion fan, I guess you can check it out. But yeah, that's about it, lads and gents. Take care, and damn, whatever was making that noise outside that interrupted me. Almost lost my train of thought. But other than that, take care, lads and gents.